logs off late from a long day's call, solving problems, juggling it all. When the day is done and the sun goes down, she trades a job for the open ground. There's hay to haul and stalls to clean, a muddy path where her soul feels seen. It's not just chores, it's something more. It's the dream she's always been working for. From suits to boots, from desk to dirt, she's proven what a dream is worth. You don't need fame, you don't need praise, just a will to give and a heart that stays. She's got spreadsheets open by morning light, with horses waiting come early night. She's not chasing gold or spotlight gleam, she's just living out her kind of dream. Long days, sore hands, and early starts, but the work she does with heart. 'Cause when you earn it with your time and sweat, you never live with one regret. So don't you wait for the perfect day. Find your fire and lead the way. You can thrive in both your worlds, wearing strength like a strand of pearls. From suits to boots, from desk to dirt, she's showing what her life is worth. Follow your heart and don't let go. You've got more fire than you know. Work hard, stay true, and see it through. Your double life might be the real you.
And there we go. That is the most amazing song. And how embarrassing that I walk around singing From Suits to Boots all
It's
day.
not embarrassing. I love that song.
I got me a new hat from Cog Hill Farm.
You left the sticker on, sir.
I left the sticker on because that's what cool kids do. I don't know why the cool kids do it.
Do you want
And
me to
then-
get something to lift this up for us?
If you want to. And then Jamie supposedly bought me these really cool new glasses that have no glare. Well, guess what, Jamie?
It's on the frame.
They don't work. There's absolutely a glare. Everyone is making fun of me.
But it's on the frame. It's not on the actual lenses, right?
Well, either way, I can't use this light if people are going to laugh at me.
Here, pick up this
I
one.
have raccoon eyes.
I don't think you have raccoon.
I have googly eyes.
So what's weird is when I see it right here, you don't.
Well, people can see that I have raccoon type eyes.
I'm sorry.
Good morning. Hey, y'all. Coffee clinks, Jamie, coffee clinks. There you go.
Wait. It's a right-handed mug only.
Coffee clinks,
Want
everybody.
to do it again? Okay, there we go. Now look.
You just spilled coffee all on my new booty shorts. Gosh darn it. Wait, did I admit that? Well, Jamie has this bright idea to
Hold on.
buy me shorts from Temu.
That's
And everyone knows that Temu is not American made, and I only wear American made products.
you have no idea what products you even wear, and you wouldn't even known had I not pointed out. I was like, look, I made a mistake. You don't have to wear these, but they're here for around the house.
Well, no one was going to see my bottom half today, hopefully.
Let me just tell you, they have a lovely portion from the waistline to the crotchetal
They go
area.
all the way up to my belly button, and men don't wear shorts up to their belly button.
But the bottoms are only like, yee big.
From the crotch to my pant leg is like that. And I'm just going to say this, and it's going to sound very grotesque, but there are certain body parts of mine that want to just hang right out my shorts, y'all.
Listen,
I did not get too vulgar
when
with that.
I laid them on the bed and took them out of the package, I was like,
Pee-pop shorts.
they are pee-pops.
If I tucked my shirt in, I would look like an old high school coach.
There's some high waisters, okay?
I'm embarrassed that people have to know that about me.
The thing is Lester has a couple favorite pair of shorts. So I was like, I'll see if I can find them again. And they don't, where I bought them from on Amazon, they didn't make them. So I searched the name brand and the tag. What you looking for?
One of my hats, a flat hat. I like to wear flat caps on the inside of the house. Not a big deal. I'm good.
Anyway, so I searched the name brand. And this is what came up. And I was like, they look the same online. And I ordered them.
So Jamie did get me some different glasses that have an anti-glare lens on them. But
that's really strange.
I think it's probably said anti-smudge, not anti-glare.
No, it was supposed to be anti-reflective.
Well, you can reflect. Everyone can see
have white eyebrows. What's really strange.
Why don't we just put that light up high?
God.
I'll do it. No, I can't get up. I'm stuck in my chair. Anywho, I have not even had a chance to.
I haven't even had a sip of coffee yet.
Well, I'll tell you what I feel about coaches' uniforms, but I feel the same way about how they make these poor girls. Now, I don't think the girls care, but, I coached for so long, and whereas coaching uniforms have gotten more appropriate, I feel like girls' uniforms, the athlete girls, have gotten very inappropriate.
Super way less.
You cannot go and watch a middle school girls volleyball game or a high school girls softball game, or these outfits, these girls, they're making these girls wear these outfits that are more and more and more revealing. And I'm like, why exploit volleyball players? There's certain roles that people play that you kind of have to show off your goods a little bit, but you don't take a volleyball player in 7th grade and what's it saying?
I just know I ordered anti-reflective, not anti-glare. Did you try both different pairs on?
I have 2 different pair on.
And they didn't work. Okay.
You don't like the light up here?
It's fine. I just am bothered that I ordered anti-glare and they
I
were
hope it didn't cost you a lot.
No.
So changing the subject, beach volleyball is worse. Well, the thing is, beach volleyball, I'm sure, is adults. And if you're an adult and you choose to wear very seductive clothing, that's an adult thing. If you're like a gymnast or whatever and you got to wear very seductive clothing, you're an adult, I would think. But these girls are like 7th graders, 8th graders, 9th grade. Middle school and high school girls, and they're in
I have underwear that cover more than their little uniform.
Yes. Too. Why would they have clothes that show less than their underwear? I don't know that. But no, coaching uniforms, the old bike shorts. You remember those days? And you don't remember those days. You're probably too young.
I do remember.
They were always had an elastic waistband around them, so you didn't have to wear a belt. Mm-hmm. You tuck your shirt into them, and then you had those baseball sleeves come to here, those little 3/4 sleeves.
You're gonna think this is nuts.
Everybody wore 3/4 sleeves.
I think that's like a super sexy look.
No, you do not. You must have had a crush on a coach then, and you still have that.
No,
embedded deep in your brain.
I just think that it, like, even today, I don't know why. Like, there's some courage that goes into wearing that outfit.
Okay, y'all, ladies, be honest here. Ladies, how many agree with Jamie that little, let me find that look. I'm going to find 80s coaching. You go ahead and keep talking.
With the socks with the stripes at the top.
80s coach outfit.
And then those Nike shoes that have like the curved front. No, not that. Shorter. A little bit shorter.
Jamie, that's how every coach looked in the 80s and some into the 90s.
Yeah.
They all had them same shorts.
That's not the right shirt, though.
Oh, you want a 3/4 sleeve shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to find
That's
different.
Still not it.
This is still not the exact same look Jamie's looking for. But every coach, y'all, went through an era, and a lot of y'all know this way that I'm looking, the the style.
Almost that. Yeah.
We're getting there, y'all. Jamie loves that look. Look at the socks and the tennis shoes. The shirts always tucked in. Men always tuck their shirts in the.
I think that they're like, and then it like, I don't know. I just feel like it's so I know it wasn't unique during the time, but now it is. It takes a little guts to be able to dress like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just think that maybe it's not the actual outfit. Maybe it's the courage. I don't know, the bravery. But either way, I'm in. Totally in. It's also interesting that the way that not only does style change for men in that way, because very little changes for men, like, or boys, like you pretty much have t-shirt, jeans, and shorts, right?
Yeah.
Facial hair style changes over time as well. So during that era, beards were not a thing, but mustaches were. And now I know there's like a thing that came back a few years ago with mustaches, but I feel like we came out of the beard era. I don't even know what we're in right now, but
well, beards and mustaches get weird. And you know who the best example to follow of how weird styles are is that darn nephew of mine, Jake. Jake will keep up with what's trending on with the beards and the mustaches and the hairstyles. And right now he almost has a darn mullet. If you've not noticed him,
I have not paid attention.
He almost is wearing a mullet right now. He has his hair all shaved here. Like this, all of this is shaved, and he almost has himself a mullet. He's worn the craziest beards. He played around for a while with that weird Western style beard. He has, if you want to keep up with what is trending in that age group of styles with hair and beard, yeah, you can, yeah. But I was going to tell you about glasses. Jake, believe it or not, actually has found a pair of my glasses and in a joke put them on to pretend like he was me. He's like, hey, you know, doing like me. And he realized he could read easier.
No way.
So what he had to do was take those glasses that he used to play around and do goofy stuff with, and now he legit wears them.
Are you serious?
I says, Jake, the beautiful thing is we both have the same prescription then. If you put those on and you can actually read clear, you're not having the headaches, eyes are not watering. I says, you can go to the eye doctor and get your prescription, but you can just go to the CVS over here.
Yours come from Dollar Tree.
You can go to the Dollar Tree.
And I order them in bulk.
And find whatever you need.
And they're 1.25. 1.25 is the thing if you need to tell Jake what they are. But and they actually cost $1.25 too. So
well, there you go.
Did you know that Dollar Tree is $1.25 now?
I did not know that. But no, Jake can throw on some different styles, and he has no shame. Jake has no shame. He doesn't care what people say or how he looks, and he just goes with it. And if that's what he's going with, that's what he goes with.
You have a different beard look, which is what made me think of that just now, and seeing the mustaches. Recently, you trimmed along your sides. When I met Lester, he had he shaved all the sides and just had a goatee. I almost pulled up. This is crazy. Had it been on my phone, I would have pulled up the original picture of us, because the very first picture of us is where he has a goatee.
Well, let me go to my Instagram, Jamie, because I bet you my Instagram will show all my stuff. I got to go down a ways.
Oh, Johnny, I'm sorry.
Jamie, don't do that.
I didn't mean to. I just haven't had enough coffee yet.
So I have worn in our lifetime. How do I pause an Instagram video?
I don't know how to work Instagram. I don't Instagram. Oh, voodoo.
Well, I've worn full beards. That's Jamie on Voo. Where's my beard? We're looking at me, not Jamie. Stop looking at Jamie. Look at my beard. Never mind. How do you pause an Instagram video?
I don't know.
When I touch it, it wants to like it.
I don't know how to work Instagram. Yeah.
So I've had full beards, but I've never grown my beards long. I don't like a long beard. So I've had full beards.
Your beard doesn't get long. It just gets bunched up and
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my problem. It's all bunchy. My beard gets very bunchy.
There's a different look right there. Go down a little bit. Right there where you have it real thin around.
Here's kind of a thin beard.
then more mustache. You have less goatee showing.
There's beard, but not thick. I don't like thick beards. I don't like.
No,
do not
I
like
like
thick
it.
beards.
My favorite is when it's all present but trimmed, and then you have a real defined line.
All right, I'm going to go way back, Jamie, and we're going way back. Let me go way back to the early days.
And you know what made him start growing a beard?
Oh, Lord. Don't say because all the other creators had beards.
No, you had a goatee, and it was summertime, and he got lazy. And over the summer, and then it was just full, and then he trimmed it all short, and he's like, think I should keep it all to go back to school? And I was like, yes, I liked it a lot.
That's the real thin style. When I just barely have any hair there. Jamie, how far back must one go? Oh, look, there's my gay date. I found my gay date. There's me and my gay date. Well, Jamie, we can laugh about it now. Look, there's my gay date, y'all. There's my gay date. You can laugh about it now, can't we?
Gay gang date.
I says gay date, not gay gang. I didn't have a gay gang date. That sounds horrible.
That's what it looks like.
Huh?
Keep going. You got to go way further back.
My God, you just keep on talking. I don't know how much further back I can go.
Keep going.
Oh, look, there's me and Moo at Chick-fil-A. Look how small Moo was.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually bigger than Moo.
Yeah.
Me and Moo at Chick-fil-A.
Horrible.
I was bigger than Moo. How long ago was that?
Probably 7 years.
Do you know that next month will be 8 years since we've been doing social media? Ain't that nuts?
Yes.
I'm going back here a long ways.
Yep. Long time. Long time. But yeah, so I was mostly just talking about how men's style doesn't necessarily change that much. I mean, it does. I think every decade there's something different. Like right now, it's really a thing to wear like short pants so you can see your socks with suits and things like that. But I don't think that there's necessarily like an all-in style like the 80s. But their facial hair also changes during that amount of time. I guess maybe similar to how our hairstyle preferences change. Like I remember the most iconic probably.
Can I stop doing this? I'm getting lost in videos. What I'm doing, I find myself trying to enjoy this, but I'm actually watching old videos.
Yes.
Okay, please let me just stop.
Okay. So anyway, what I was going to say is, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I know, because of this over here.
You just distracted me again. I don't know. Oh, what hairstyles changed? So the hairstyle that I remember being one of the most iconic for women is the Rachel. Do you know about the Rachel hairstyle?
I know Rachel from France.
Yes. So her hairstyle was like something that we all wanted. And I actually watched her in a talk show about that hairstyle and how it came about. I forgot how it came about, but it was like, it lasted longer than a decade, and it was like long layers, but it was, I think it was like a mistake is what happened. And then
no. So y'all call it the Rachel though?
Yes. Everybody had the Rachel haircut.
I rocked just Rachel says I rocked that one for years. Well, of course you would, Rachel.
So then the other day I was outside and I was sweating my tail off.
Lisa had the Rachel. There's a lot of girls had that Rachel.
And I had to pull my hair up off my neck because, you know, it's hot and it's menopause and I just couldn't have anything touching my neck. And I realized in that moment that this is why women cut their hair short at this age, because they don't want anything to touch them. And like, I never knew. I always like, there's a point in time, I think, in women's lives, many, not all, where they just cut their hair or they get it cut and they switch to short. And I always thought it was just easier to manage. I think now it's because y'all are,
that comment.
I think it's now because y'all are hot and don't want it to touch your neck. And I just had this huge revelation that night. And I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. It's touching me. I don't want it to touch me. What you got?
I got a text from Jason a few minutes ago, Jason Smith over at Cog Hill. And guess who the topic of our conversation was? You want to guess? That girl right there. With that thumbnail right there. He goes, hey, brother, I think you may have yourself a stalker. I'm like, oh, no, she's just a crazy girl. She's just a crazy chick. Jennifer Spencer, if you're not careful with them thumbnails, people are going to think weird of you. She takes my most awkward pictures and makes them her thumbnails for a week.
Have you ever heard of the Awkward Family Photos website?
No.
Okay, so there's a website or a Facebook page called Awkward Family Photos where people would submit family photos that were just weird, right? I feel like you could have awkward Lester photos, and that could be a thing. That could be a book. Like, we got a Stella book the other day. Okay, beautiful and lovely, but the awkward photo book of Lester would be a #1 seller. It would be a coffee table discussion point, and I challenge someone to create that. That would be my own chef's kiss.
I'll tell you what I have seen, and this is kind of funny, and it's reminiscent of the times that we live in, but they have a similar site of girls who like to post selfies, who only notice themselves, and they don't give a rat's ass about what's around them. And there are girls like taking cute selfies, and like the toilet is up and it's not been flushed. And that's like a part of their selfie. Girls taking a selfie and their bedroom around them is just a complete effing disaster, a disaster. And so there's an entire, it's probably on Instagram or whatever, but I ran across it, but it's all these cute girls, and all they care about is what they see here. And they are completely oblivious to what the rest of the house around them looks like. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's like no matter how cute the girl may be, who would want to live in that filth?
Yeah.
Who wants to have that kind of yeah. And so that's, I think, so maybe I'm just the kind of the Vanessa.
Oh, no, I'm
the hashtag be a Vanessa who sees it all. I see it all. And they make that, yes, people have seen those. Yes, people have seen those with things in the toilet and dirty things laying around and just nasty, filthy. But these girls post these cute selfies. They don't have any idea that people don't just look at them, but they also look at their surroundings. So I'm thinking, if you want to do a selfie, you better like clean up, clean the kitchen, clean the bedroom, clean the bathroom, wherever you're going to do your selfie from, because people are going to notice that kind of stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It is disgusting.
So do you know about the website peopleofwalmart.com?
Oh yeah. I used to love that one.
Okay. Well, I've always been terrified to be on that website. So like,
you don't go to Walmart looking like that. No, I do.
I don't, but it doesn't matter. I just have a fear. Like one day I'm going to have something stuck to me or something, or something like my things tucked in places that I don't want it tucked in, or like, I don't know.
Sporting a wedgie and a summer dress.
And I'm terrified to be like seen in that fashion. So I guess that's why I stick with pickup now instead of actually going in. Well, that's not the only reason, but crazy that somebody had that idea one time to be able to create awkward family photos or the selfie thing or people of Walmart, whatever. That's just crazy.
Well, I got a funny story about that. I did a Walmart delivery to the JL Ranch. And when the lady got there, I had the mannequin setting out. And I didn't realize that the mannequins are turned away from the driver. So she stopped her car so far away. And so I was sitting at the computer so I could see the car coming in, and I'm starting to get up, and I saw her stop. And she's sitting so far away. Okay, she's sitting so far away. And I see her get on her phone and call somebody. And so I didn't want to walk out to where she was stopped at. So I wait until she can pull on around, and she wouldn't pull around. Anyway, so at that point, I'm like, what's going on here? So the dogs are barking, everything's going crazy. So I go ahead and open the door, and I walk out. She sees me, and then she pulls on up. Anyway, she had called her husband because she was kind of freaked out by the mannequins. She thought they were real, and so she just wanted to have someone on the phone with her. Anyway, it gave me a wonderful idea for a future video.
Oh my God.
Yes, listen, it has gave me a wonderful idea for a future video. Get this. Do you know, if I say it, someone's going to do it before I get to it, but just know I said it first. Do you know that whenever you do like an Uber Eats, you can give them special instructions?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. On special instructions, I'm going to say, I'll meet you outside. I'm on my four-wheeler. Just say, make sure you honk because I'm hard of hearing. Okay. And then I will have that mannequin, the Boy George one, who looks more real. I'm going to have him sitting on the side-by-side with him leaned back like he's napping. Now, if he's on the side-by-side, all you see is his upper body. You can't see that he has no legs. I'll put that towel wrapped around him where it looks like he's like semi-naked. And then I'm going to video. I have the surveillance cameras, and I'm going to sit in the window and video this lady getting there, beep, beep, honking, holding up these groceries, and Boy George like he's napping. I'm going to watch her. I want to record her walking up to him with my Whataburger or whatever she has, my KFC, whatever she brings me. And I'm going to record the entire moment until she realizes that she's being punked. Won't that be hilarious?
I'm so sorry.
I can't wait to do it, y'all. I can't wait to do it. It's going to be so funny.
You know, they're going to start flagging our account for both Walmart and for Uber Eats and be like, don't deliver there.
Well, the
Psychos.
Walmart, I explained to
they
the Walmart.
collect humans. Like, I don't know.
No. So I told the Walmart lady, I apologized to her and said I didn't mean to freak you out. And I told her I use those for theft deterrent because they look real. From the road, guys, you don't know this, but when I'm driving up the driveway, if you see those figures sitting there, you think they're real people. You think that there's three people, sitting on the porch. And so I can put those wherever I want to. Tracy says, don't do that, Lester. Guys, I'm going to do it. I think it's going to be hilarious. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do it.
Did you tip her extra?
Yes. I apologized to her and her husband, who was on speakerphone, and said, I told them both I use those for crime deterrent. I said, I didn't know why you had stopped so far away. And she goes, I didn't know what I was driving up on. And so I did give her an extra tip for putting her through all of that. Oh and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set this up. Okay. And it's going to be so darn funny.
Do you have video of that original one? Did you happen to capture anything from that?
No. So we have our surveillance cameras, but listen, she had parked so far out that all you see is a car sitting there. Oh. And so I don't think I didn't think about that. I pulled up that video, but it shows her car pulling up. She starts coming around, and then she stops right about where you go towards the bullpen. And so all it shows is a car sitting there. Oh. And so there's not really anything to... But that's why I have to stage it. I have to set it up the right way, put on the little special note. I'm outside on the side-by-side, but make sure you get my attention because I'm hard of hearing. I have bad vision and I'm hard of hearing. And if I put that, hello, hey, hello, they're going to be having all kinds of crazy. Jamie, it's going to be so funny. That's going to be so funny. And then I'm going to walk out and say, I'm over here. I'm like, don't bother Bob, or I'll say something. Don't bother George. He's napping.
The funniest thing that could ever happen, though, is we've had deliveries out there a few times, would be somebody that already knows you, and it would backfire on you, and not in like a super negative way, but they would just roll their eyes and move on. That would be top notch. It's a very small town. There's not many people. Like when I have Tractor Supply delivery, there's only 2 people that have ever delivered to here. So you better watch it because they're going to start pranking you as well. You know. They're carrying your food.
that is true. That's a good point.
Just saying.
But if the tip is good enough, they think that they'll let it go.
It's true. We've made some good relationships. We have wonderful people that have come out to both places to be able to bring us the things that we didn't have time to run and go get. And what a blessing that we're able to have that opportunity, because when we first moved here, there was nothing. There was a place called Bootleg Pizza, which I'm pretty sure was out of somebody's garage.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
And it was so gross. And we were like, so never greasy, again.
Gross.
And
I think that those people went and bought frozen pizzas and cooked them in their stove, and then threw them in a box and brought them to you.
I think that would have been better than what they brought.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We'll see.
Yeah. Someone says you should never be rude to anyone that handles your food. I will agree with that 100%, especially when it comes from like at the fast food restaurant. You never want to anger those ladies. Like, what's taking so long? I've never seen y'all so slow. Or, oh, Lord. No.
Fully agree.
What you got planned for today?
I don't know.
This is your birthday weekend. What you got planned for tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't think that people plan their own birthday weekends, do they?
Well, here's the thing. When you get to a certain age, you stop. I mean, it's one thing if you're turning 21 or if you're turning the big milestone of 30. But, when you get to be at a certain point, you don't sit there and like, this is my birthday month. And you don't do well, I guess some people may still do that. But most people don't sit there and plan. They just, and then of course for us, it's like another day.
I was going to say, like, my biggest hopes would be that we could catch Carl in the pasture and then I could mow.
Well,
that's a really strange thing, but like, I would love to be able to do that.
I could very easily get Carl put into one of the paddocks when he comes up to eat and just close him in. But my whole thing is we don't want to get too close to them eggs.
No, I wasn't going to do that, but I would just like to get this half, like this.
Yeah.
Half, maybe.
Oh, we might can do that today. I don't know what the weather holds. I know it's been raining.
It rained at like 5 o'clock this morning and like thundered really, really loud. I got up, went outside, checked on everything to be sure. And it just barely sprinkled, but it was so loud, like shook the house loud. All the dogs were up tap dancing and freaking out, and you weren't. Speaking of,
Jamie has a funny story about her horrible night's sleep last night, but I'll just give you the backdrop to it. We've been watching this show. It's called Animal Kingdom, but it's not about animals. It's a crime family show. And, Sure. You want to come tell your dream story? So the movie that we're watching is on Netflix, and it's about this crime family. Crime, not crying. Crime, where the family they're a white family living in California, San Diego, but they started like a family business of doing crime, and they master plan these different acts of crime, and that's how they support their family. But one of the young men on there has an issue, he has an addiction to narcotics. And so that is where I fell asleep last night. He was on a bender. They call it a bender. Mm-hmm. He was on a bender, and I will let Jamie take over from here. That's where I dozed off last night, and I slept great.
Let me preface this with I have never done drugs of any kind in my life. I've never even smoked a cigarette. Not once have I ever dipped, dabbled, tried anything. In this show we're watching, this series, this guy's been awake for 7 days because he's on cocaine and he's taking pills and he's drinking to be able to try to come down from it, like all these things. And I don't know why, but last night I woke up every 30 minutes to an hour with my heart racing and panicked because in my head, I'm like, I have to sleep. I haven't slept in 5 to 7 days. I must sleep.
So you thought you were Craig, and
yes.
you were the ones who was on a high and could not get yourself to sleep.
And I don't even know what that feels like or why or anything like that. But I was so panicked about sleeping that I kept waking up. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I woke up and I told Lester, I was like, the dumbest thing happened last night. And I don't usually have a problem with sleeping at all, but I could fall asleep, but I'd wake right back up because I'm so panicked. Well,
I will say this, and I'm not trying to convince you guys to watch the kind of shows that we watch because, everybody has their own style of show. I tried to tell my mom and dad to watch it, and mom could not because it was too much cursing. My mom, this is what's crazy. My mom can curse like a sailor. Most people have heard my mom curse in my dad's videos because dad does not edit anything. Dad can be saying, hey, hold on, here's Dad. Tomorrow we're going to be taking the boys and we're going to be driving over to Brookshire Brothers. And in the background, you hear Mom, you little shit! I told you to, but you, oh my God. And Dad's like, we're gonna probably be making some bacon and some waffles when Lex wakes up. And my mom's in there just cursing. Everyone knows it's true. But even though my mom can curse like a sailor, she will not watch a show if there's cursing. She tries to avoid cursing shows. So, which is funny to me. But I told Mom about how much we were enjoying, the both of us were enjoying Animal Kingdom.
I'm hooked.
And there's not a bunch of shows that we both get into, but we both like that one. I told my mom she couldn't watch it because of the cursing. So this is not for everybody. I don't even let it, doesn't bother me. It just goes in one ear out the other. I don't curse unless I'm highly emotional over something. But Jamie had cheated, y'all. She cheated because what happens is we watch these shows when we're together. But like she said, she got hooked. And all of a sudden, I come home from the JL, sit down to have lunch, and she's already seen this episode. And I'm like, wait, how? Well, supposedly at night she couldn't sleep, so she wants to start watching something, and she finds herself kept going ahead on the movie.
I don't mind rewatching though.
Nah, it's
but
not
he's
the
like,
same.
it's not the same.
It's not the same. I want to watch and see it at the same time as you. So
I got a little ahead this week is what happened. And I guess that I felt guilty about that. And somehow I became a drug addict and I couldn't sleep for 7 days in my sleep last night.
Yes, no, like I said, Jamie and I can both curse when we are caught off guard, or when we're scared, when something scares us, when something hurts us. Don't forget, Jamie cursed a goat one time. Jamie cursed a goat up one wall and down the other, all on video.
That was Brady.
Was that Brady?
I think that I said you effer.
Yeah,
really
you effer.
Oh, it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad.
I gotta find that video. We gotta find that video when Jamie cursed like that.
Listen, I know that
we've seen all the Ozarks. We watched all of the Ozarks.
I know that video is like nobody could believe that was me and how horrible of a human I was. But you know what? I'm at home and it hurt, and I wasn't expected to be videoed from the distance and to be heard. I will say that. Crazy. Yeah, Animal Kingdom is like criminal, but also like oddly feels like regular people and almost makes you feel like
they all have their own issues.
Yeah, they all have their own issues, but it makes you feel normal, or because they're so jacked up. And I guess that's why I got into it, as to like the way that it adds characters and subtracts, and just like, I don't know. Sometimes I find a show I like, and it's pretty rare. But I would say the last one probably was Ozark that we watched in a series like that. Outside, we watch Survivor all the time, but I'm talking about like series.
No, there was one we watched not too long ago. I've completely forgot it, but we watched Queen of the South.
Oh yeah,
we really enjoyed that one. We watch a lot of those kind of shows.
I actually watched a series that Lester didn't like, and that was called The Diplomat, and I really liked that. You didn't get into that one.
We watched Yellowstone.
Of course, Yellowstone.
So you guys know there are things that we watch. I saw something about Rip from Yellowstone, and I don't know if it's true. But this fella, Rip from Yellowstone, drives a 1972 Ford F-150.
Is it a square body?
Probably. He spends his money on charity. He bought his mom a home. The thing is, he makes good money now, but because he was poor for so long, living in his car, and doing, having a really hard time making it. Hold on. He's never learned to see the value in money. Sons of Anarchy. We watched Sons of Anarchy. Nice shorts, Lester. Y'all didn't see that, did you? Did they see my shorts when I got up? Oh, Lord, Jamie. Anyway, I don't know if that was just someone faked that as fake news. Oh, this is exciting. You don't even know about this yet. Guys, we all got blessed on this over here. YouTube sent out a notification to all of its creators that they are no longer going to monetize anybody who's using AI in their videos.
Oh, nice.
Yes, guys, that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it was, well, all of the guys in the group that I talked to were talking about it, because it's just really crappy when you have AI generating all of these things, creating all of these fake videos.
It's actually scary. I have seen some lately that are like real people that they've added AI to that are talking, and like you can't tell the difference. And I mean, you can if you think about it, if it's so off the charts, you know, but like at first glance, you cannot tell.
No,
So
AI is really awesome with what it can do, but it's also scary
yeah,
because it can think 100 times, 1,000 times more ahead of what we can. Think about that for a minute. It's like a great chess player can see moves ahead, right? That's what makes them so great in chess. And AI is able to see thousands of moves ahead of us. That means that you can't just terminate. If you say, we just go ahead and plug it, it doesn't work that way. And then, you know, in the old days, we used to always think that the end of the world would probably come from nuclear annihilation or some kind of a pandemic. But the thing is, with AI, they can think of 1,000 different ways to be the end of the world, compared to us only having a couple of ways we could think of that. So they have the capacity to think so far ahead, and that's scary. I don't mean little robots walking around doing stuff like attacking a G. I mean, it's scary what AI is able to do and how they can control things. It's powerful and it's really amazing, but whew.
I really like it that it can help me create PowerPoints for work. I got to be honest with you. That's
Yeah.
really that's a game changer for me. That's saving me hours of my life.
Well, as a video creator, I just love the fact that YouTube is saying, you know what?
That's a good stance on YouTube.
If we want to keep YouTube real with real people and real creativity, that's the whole point, creativity. Now, you may not see our videos as creative, but if you want to keep the creativity, the human mind, you got to stop letting AI do things for people.
Yeah.
Because when you are going to sit there and waste your entire day watching computer generated, animated, created videos, then you're not seeing anything real. You're going to lose touch with reality. So I don't know, but I was happy to hear that, and so many people are, because
that's a really big deal. I didn't read that yet. So.
Think about this for a minute, because when you go to the internet, you don't really know what's real and what's not anymore. You don't know if what people are saying is real or not. You don't know if it's the real person or not. So I was really, really happy.
That's awesome.
Now, here's the thing. I will get some videos removed. You know that, because I've actually used AI in a few of my videos, mostly with voice impersonations and voice generated stuff. So all of that is included AI. So for example, when recently I had your horse, Talus, saying, "Hey, dingbat," while he's sitting there scratching, "need some more butt pellets?" And I'm sitting here using AI to make him say what I wanted him to say. It was stupid, and I thought it was funny, but it's also could be shown as me using AI to whatever. So we got to be real careful from here on out how we're going to start doing, if we're going to use anything. Baby, why
I don't use anything like that.
So listen, I told Jamie this morning.
Yeah, she's definitely acting super weird. I've never heard her scratch to go out until just now.
Yeah, so it's not just her though. All three of my girls, Christmas, Trixie, and Stella, are like on edge. Like they're trying to get me up and out of the house. And I don't know why.
I've already been up and out and did all the rounds and did everything.
Okay, look at her. She has bad legs and she's climbing up on me. What do you want, sweetie?
She's like, "We must leave. We must leave."
She goes, "Could we go to the JL Ranch and do the chores, please? I just want you to pick me up, put me in the truck is all." Sweetie, you can't do that. You got to let me sit here for a minute. Look, she's all over me. She's trying to climb up in my lap.
I don't know. Maybe she likes her shorts.
Maybe. But no, this morning, all three of the girls were following me around, and I could not go anywhere inside or outside. And they're all three right at my heels, like trying to tell me, let's go, let's go, let's go. And of course, I get nervous. So I go pull up my cameras over at the JL and everything's fine. I see the horses in their pasture. The cows are all good. All my gates are locked. My mannequins are all sitting where they're supposed to be sitting. No one knocked the trash over last night. So the raccoon situation wasn't out of control. And if you're saying that something's going on outside, no, we had the dog. That's what Jimmy and I both have let dogs in and out just
and
now.
we've both been outside. Lester was outside doing some morning chores. I was outside doing morning chores. Like I think that she got into a routine these past couple days, and she's like,
maybe so.
She's like, what are y'all doing sitting down at this time of day?
Yeah, I think that they want to go BYE. They love to go do that with daddy. Oh, they love to do that with daddy.
Mm-hmm.
No, but as far as our intro songs, I don't know how that's going to affect us because
the thing is, that's sound versus actual AI generation. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so the videos are all original. The videos itself is all created. But hey, first time that we get a notification that they're not going to allow a certain sound, then we'll just have to stop doing that.
Yeah.
But for right now, y'all better remember these songs and write them down.
I love my song. I love all the
Your
songs.
song is great. Here's what I think. Of all of the songs that we've been blessed to have received as a gift, I think that yours is the most catchy because it's the one that I walk around singing the most.
Huh.
I think that they're all beautiful and they're all very fitting. And
I love them all.
And
though.
you guys don't know this, but we actually have more than we've shown you. We actually have some still that we don't want to throw them all out at the same time, but there's even more out there. And so for those who don't know this, I've talked about the newsletter that we put over on Longhorn Lester's Facebook, and it's also on Longhorn Lester's YouTube on the community page. But Miss Megan, who does that, she actually put all of the songs on there. So anybody who wants to have the recordings can go to that newsletter and find the right page and pull those up. Megan is wonderful with what she's able to do with that newsletter. And her newsletter is a big hit. She's getting like 10,000 views on that thing every time that she posts.
Wow.
So good for her. She's really blessed with her skills in creating things like that. And she not only breaks down and highlights my videos, but she's also breaking down and highlighting Jamie's videos, giving you kind of a snippet of what the video is all about. So no, but I find myself walking around singing From Suits to Boots, all throughout the day. And it's one of those that I gotta stop doing that, guys. I gotta stop.
I sing the tech song and I also sing the Cornholio song quite often. Maybe it's because we love you, Cornholio.
Yeah, Cornholio.
Yeah. Just some really sweet and sentimental things, and the videos that align with it they're just perfect. They're just absolutely perfect.
Yeah. No, they're great.
Now, I should ask you, what do you have planned for the weekend?
Well, hold on. Let me finish up about this. Now, that's my favorite catchy tune.
Yeah.
But my actual favorite video with song would be the very first one, the original.
Oh, me too.
The
hands down.
The I'm a Survivor with all of the babies who we've lost.
Yes.
That is by far my favorite of all of the videos.
Correct.
Stuff.
Same here. Same exact here.
And then my weekend plans. Yesterday I sat for hours working yesterday. How many think they know okay, this would be a fun trivia question. How many think they know how I can set yet work for hours? I'm reading the comments. What must that mean? That I set yet worked for hours? Oh my God. Joanna Hoffman was the first. Jamie, I'm never going to find it, Joanna. It went by so fast. Joanna Hoffman. Joanna, I saw your name and I'm so sorry I can't pull it up. It's gone. It's gone. I saw things like editing and other things that you were coming up with, but Joanna Hoffman said mowing. And I did. I mowed the entire horse pasture yesterday, all 15 acres. And then, so I did set and mowed. today, I don't know for a fact, but I would like to mow the cows up front, the bullpen pasture. Isn't it crazy though that here we are mowing once a month and blessed. We're
I would
blessed.
say, like, don't you dare, like, don't jinx us, because we have had wonderful balanced amounts of rain this
Oh,
year.
I don't mean the riding lawnmower. I mean tractor mowing. I mean the big pastures with the tractor. Yeah, and you don't do that in a short period of time. It takes me less than an hour to mow the yards, but it takes hours to mow the pastures, and I mean hours. So, and I sat for hours yesterday. But I put on my I have a radio, so I can listen to the radio. I can watch things on YouTube and just sit there and drive around and mow.
Do you remember the Adam Sandler song that was like, mop, mop, mop all day long, mop, mop, mop while
No.
I sing this song? Oh, I think about that when you say, I just mow. I'm like, mow, mow, mow all day long, mow, mow, mow while I sing this song.
My tractor seat still has plastic on it, and the cardboard is still on the floorboard, and I will keep that as long as I can.
I love that.
That makes me think it's still new.
I still have the thing on my screen in my car because I'm not taking it off, and that would make it's 2
and you
years
have
old.
bubbles. You have bubbles in there. I want to peel it off so bad, but you won't let me.
Nope.
So across the screen, the backup camera of her car, she still has that protective screen.
That's the last new thing.
And
That's it.
I want to peel it off because
There's like
there's little air
scratches
bubbles
everywhere,
on it.
and it's been dog-haired. It's been, it's been lived in, not lived in, but it's been, used. It's 2 years old, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
But as long as that's there, it's still new. It's
Yeah.
like having the tag on something, not taking it off, still new.
So I was wrong about something. I thought that the third bedroom that we were decorating was that front bedroom that faces out into the front yard by the Tree of Life at Jake's place.
I think that's their master, isn't it?
That's the master. I went over and Jake gave me an actual tour of the entire house, all the rooms that he's finished, all the rooms that he's got to go next. And it's that third bedroom back is the one that's going to be
that bathroom there.
So yes, it's kind of it's right there by the bathroom.
Okay.
That's the one that we're decorating.
That's
so
what I thought it was. That's what Lisa told me.
The dimensions are still the same, so we don't have anything changed. I just, from the picture that he sent, I was seeing a different perspective. But no, it's that third back bedroom is the one that we're going to be working on.
Oh.
And we're still up in the air about what we're going to be doing. It's not time yet, so we got to wait. First of all, but whenever that day happens, then
if it's gonna rain today, we could technically go do a little browsing.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked at the weather or anything. I didn't plan anything. I did projects all day after work yesterday, and then he was mowing and doing stuff. I didn't see you till I was cooking dinner at 9:30 last night, so it was just a busy week.
Yeah,
really busy.
Did you ever find out who was shooting the gun that one night?
No, so it wasn't any of the neighbors on this street, and it wasn't anybody behind us either. So that was the weird part about it is like there are people like, you live in Texas, it's legal for people to shoot guns. I know it is, and that's not the issue.
But right now, listen, it's not deer season, and it wasn't like someone over there, We listen. Just here's the thing. Yes, we're in Texas. There's times of the year when you expect to hear gunshots, but not in rapid succession like that.
And there was 3 series of those. And then the other part is that this sounds really strange. I actually know the guns that our neighbors have.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood will put out a group message of I had to shoot a
snake out of the pond,
or I had, or whatever the case is. Like,
these old people in this neighborhood are amazing, y'all. This is one thing. If we ever end up leaving this property, not only will we miss the actual piece of property as far as the beauty of it, but we're going to miss our neighbors because this neighborhood is amazing.
It's absolutely amazing.
You can go down. Listen to this. I'm down at the road mowing. Okay, I'm down at the road mowing on the lawnmower a couple of days ago. It's hot, but I got my big hat on. I got my shades. I'm doing good. I see this car pull up. This is how mean I am. I'm like, I don't have time to talk right now. That's what I told myself. I don't have time to talk right now, because people want to talk. They're people are friendly. They're older people who are retired mostly, and they'll see you and they want to stop by and talk. And that's wonderful. But I was kind of like in the middle of a project. I wanted to get my work done. Guy rolls up. I turn off my mower. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Here, man, you look hot. And he hands me a cold bottle of water.
You're a jerk.
And I'm like, but I says, that was real sweet of you. He goes, well, you look hot, man. He goes, enjoy. He goes, y'all be good. And off he drives in his little truck. And I'm like, look at me. What an asshole. What an asshole I am. Because I'm like, I don't want to talk right now. I'm trying to work. And that guy rolled over, put down his window, and gave me a cold bottle of water because I looked hot.
Well, the other night I was down there picking up packages. I had something that came in from a sponsorship that was big, and then I was just loading up packages. And a gentleman pulled over and got out of his car and helped me load all of the packages. And like, I don't know, I'm neighborly, don't get me wrong, but I don't expect that out of anyone.
Yeah.
And when it happens, I'm like, dang it, I need to be a better person and do that for people as well and pay more attention to what's going on, because he didn't know me. He didn't know anything about me. Here he just sees a girl who's profusely disgusting because it was at the end of chores and in boots and sweating, and I'm loading things up, and I'm loading a big package up into my car, and I probably was struggling. He probably thought that I was about to die a little bit, and he pulled over and helped me do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, and he was like, no problem, and got in his car and left. And I was like, okay.
I got one more that happened. This has been about a month ago, but it was really cute. I'm down at the end of the road and I'm getting packages. I'm about to leave. Me and the girls are about to leave, right? And I got the girls. We're going to the JL ranch. And I had stopped at the end of the road, and I only wanted to get packages for Lester. Okay. So all of a sudden, here comes this. I forgot if it's FedEx or UPS. I don't remember who it is. But the guy pulls up and begins to back in. So now he's blocking me in. I'm like, oh, gosh darn it. Well, he gets out to unload some stuff, and he goes, where you want them? And I'm like, I'm only grabbing packages for Lester. He goes, okay, hold on a minute. This guy stopped, and we have this big pull box. This thing is huge. And he's helping me look through looking at every package, only pulling out things that are for Lester or Longhorn Lester. Isn't that funny? But sweet. He didn't have to do that. He could have dropped off what he was saying. Here you go. Take his picture, and off he leaves. And he stopped and helped me load all of the things for Longhorn Lester only. And the dogs were just barking. They were in the car just barking, like trying to protect me. And he was trying to help me load up only Longhorn Lester packages. And he dug through that entire box, pulling things out, trying to find only Longhorn Lester stuff. So we do got some sweet people that live around here.
We do. But the thing about the gunshots is, like, you get to know your neighbors and the mannerisms, the time of day, the things like that. And you communicate when you're going to do something that's out of character. That's just the culture of this place. So that we do it too. And when that happened the other night, I heard it once and I just brushed it off. And then I heard it again. And then I heard it again. And it was just like, it was out of character and a little alarming. So you just want to check, because we are technically 25 minutes from any police source or anything like that. So if something happened to one of them, I don't know, God forbid what, you want to be just as neighborly as they would be to you and check on things.
Yeah, absolutely. We got that Longhorn truck. That was a truck that it was made of tin or maybe aluminum.
It's
real
beautiful. Cute. Yeah. Really
and
cute.
That's actually, I think, Miss Buffy, a collector's item. I told Jamie, I says, she should have kept this. This thing over here
it was really neat.
Is like a collector type item. The only thing is I don't have a place to put it, to display it. It's bulky. It's about this wide, about that long, and it's also fragile. I don't want it to break. So I don't really have a place to display it, but we've absolutely got that. So no, kindness around here is something. People are so wonderful. And then also, I've said this before, but if we've had people grab animals from, for us, remember the one lady who used her phone charger and made a collar for Mr. Huck or for Starla to walk Starla back because Starla had escaped.
Maybe it was Huck. Maybe it was Huck.
I forgot who it was, but they have helped us in so many ways with our escapees.
Yes.
So no, we don't have escapees over at the other property because we've made sure that since we're not there, we cannot afford to have any escapees. So Lester does not open Jamie's packages. No, I do not.
And he takes his packages over to the jail to do videos with them. So on his way out, he'll take those packages and then I'll go down and grab the rest to come to here and open them. And I'm sorry that I don't open mine on video. Part of it is I also order things and it would be really
so half of your packages would be
like
personal stuff.
Here comes the medicine for the the dewormer for the cats or the stuff for the
Let's see what we have here. Oh, those are just my tampons. What do we have here? Oh, that's just my dish towels. And so Jamie can't really open gifts on a gifting goodies. Listen, here's why. Because she goes by Jamie Walker. I go by many names. Lord Lester, Longhorn Lester, Lord Lester of Cotterpen, Lord Little Spoon. And so
mine just Jamie Walker.
Y'all got to give her some nicknames.
I'm okay. I'm good. Plus, I just am not a good gift receiver. And then I get behind and I feel guilty that I got behind. And I am just, I don't know. I just.
Long, hard.
Sorry.
Yes, I also go like long, hard Lester. Don't forget that one. And guys, I have not given myself any of these names. None of these were created by me.
Loose Lips Lester.
Loose Lips Lester, Lester, King of the Bullpen. I mean, there's so many names to Roman and Lester. So I kind of know when something is a gift, and I don't order much for myself. I only order my anti-aging pills. That's the only thing that I order. Anti-aging pills that have not kicked in yet. But once they do, boy, you better watch out, woman. When those pills kick in, you all better watch out. So.
Yeah, I have Jamie Walker, just Jamie, or you've called me Jamie Cakes. That's
it. So Jamie doesn't really know what's going to be something that was gifted or just something that she ordered.
And then I'm looking for the thing that I ordered because, I needed it for
Fonghorn, Lester. Fonghorn? Oh, Lord. That's a new one. That's only because of the booty shorts that Jamie bought me accidentally. She had no idea I'd actually wear them. Okay. Oh, Lord. People are going to give me a hard time about that one, Jamie.
Well,
I should have kept my Cog Hill hat on.
Probably should.
And my Arms Family t-shirt for them shorts. Long thong.
And tucked it in.
Sir Lord Quitter. Oh, boy. Oh, I got to check Facebook. I don't use Facebook anymore. You guys know that. But I do have it on my computer over at the JL Ranch. I do not have it on my phone. But I was on there recently looking for a picture I told you about, and I found that my boss, Dr. Sanford, even though she told me she's going to resign, she officially did it, okay? I guess on her birthday. So what I did was I typed in, "Welcome to the Quitters Club." I haven't read the replies to that comments to see if people get the joke or not. They'll get that, right?
Yeah.
The Quitters Club.
Yeah.
So I want to go check that out at some point and see if anyone replied to my comment or if they at least know my humor in saying that. Anywho. All right. Well, guys, we've had our hour of fun, and you guys are a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for being so fun. Finish your story, Jamie. What story did you not finish?
I don't know.
I thought you finished all your stories.
I think I finished all of them.
Guys, if I cut her off, let us know what story she had never had a chance to finish. You talked about your packages. You talked about people are saying, finish your story, Jamie. Guys, what story?
I have no idea.
I don't know what. If y'all can't even tell us what story to finish, then you don't know either. That means y'all ain't listening either. Oh, Lord.
I got nothing.
I'm so sorry if I cut you off of a story.
I probably was halfway. I don't know. I'm just rambling this morning.
And then I wonder if that might have been earlier and that
Maybe.
comment is just late.
Maybe so.
So when are we moving the donkeys? I'm ready for them. I'm tired of mowing once a month. I'm ready to move them over there and help them start eating some grass. Yeah, some grass.
I don't know.
But that's going to require a little bit of work on our part. But and then as far as Carl goes, we're still watching and waiting. And guys, there's no guarantees. Remember, he's hatched them before. I would think that Carl knows what he's doing at this point, but
you never know.
Yeah.
I did see. Did you see? There's an egg out by the tree close to the mailbox.
Yes, there's actually several eggs that they've laid not on the communal nest because they know it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, so when we do move the donkeys, the only one who will not be going will be the pony Ivy. But all 4 of the donkeys will be going, and I'm ready. I want them to stop eating my trees. They're going to kill every tree in that pasture. You do know that. Daryl's going to kill every tree in that pasture.
It is Daryl. It's not the other 3.
No, it's just Daryl. And we're not going to be mean and move Daryl only, but Daryl has a habit, probably something he learned, a learned behavior from not having much to eat, where he can survive off of the bark of trees. And so he is, even though we spray him, he eats right through the spray. It's not toxic. It's not toxic, but it has a bad taste. And Daryl will eat right through the bark of the tree, no matter how bad the taste. And he's going to end up killing every one of my trees in that pasture. So no, that's just a day that Jamie wants to help me. I will pull the trailer over there and we'll start.
It'll have to be an early morning or a late evening. And the problem with early morning is that Carl's up. So like it's a gamble on the timing because when Carl's up, the donkeys are already out. And then in the evening, it would work. Would probably the best. It would be the evening because they come up to eat then. But then you have to introduce. Then I think it would be best to leave them in the courtyard overnight and next to Rita Roman, and just park your truck at the gate or truck at the bullpen entrance there, because you don't want to dump them into the pasture
without watching
in the dark, and to leave all of that to happen, because you kind of want an integration period as well for them.
Well, I could put them in the bullpen. They'll be fine. They'll be good in the bullpen. That would actually be a better
idea. And then because then you could give a few days.
They can all kind of get to know each other through the fence. And then I don't think that they'll be. So if someone says he's only going to eat your trees at the JL, those trees we don't care about. Those are down the hill. Yeah. And we eventually are going to dig all of that to a giant pond anyway. Eventually. That's years from now.
Later. Yeah.
But that entire drop off, when that pasture drops down into that low spot, that will all become a really big pond, and those trees will all come out anyway. We will try to preserve the trees around Gary's Grove, and so if Daryl tries to eat on those, then I'll just put like a little fence around the grove. But I want to make sure horses can still go for shade.
But I think it's certain trees here that he's doing it too. That's the other weird part, is like
cedar.
Yes.
Not cedar, magnolia.
Magnolia trees.
And those are my favorite trees. I love magnolia trees. I love the evergreen, the flowers.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
And those are the ones that he's killing left and right.
And
all the magnolias.
I don't think there's any of those at the JL.
No.
So, I don't know. But I also think that there's enough space. I mean, there's plenty of space here too, but there's a lot of space at the JL that's going to require, him to be maneuvering around basically.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll wear him out.
Can you, I can't wait for the first time you can grab a picture, like a photograph, not a screenshot. Screenshots are not screenshots are fuzzy. You can grab screenshots, and a lot of folks send us screenshots they captured, which are cute, but screenshots are fuzzy. But I mean a high quality picture of Dinky standing beside Roman. Is that going to be the funniest thing ever? And what if they make friends?
They will. They're both going to have a little machismo moment, but Dinky will get the message pretty quick, I think.
And then think about whenever Dinky runs into a stall.
All 4 of those donkeys can fit in the stall together.
Yeah, they will all go in there. Dinky would not get to the barbed wire. No, he couldn't do it before. He won't do it now. We have on that fence, we have all of those. We put a lot of barbed wire on that back fence. So Dinky, and he'll have no desire to.
That's the thing, is he has a herd now. Before, he didn't have a herd.
He was trying to be a part of the herd.
Yeah.
So even then, Dinky he could not get into our horse pasture. So we will absolutely make that happen. But like Jamie said, it's just so darn hot, and we got to do it on the right day, the right time.
Yeah.
But
and it probably won't be too pre-planned, because it sort of goes with like what's going on and the weather and the trailer's here.
Yeah, we're not going to say, okay, guys, on Wednesday, because what you have to do is, I don't know if you saw this or not, but recently I moved Chucky out of the bullpen, and I had no plans to do it that particular day. But guess what? I walked outside. All of our big cows were down in the back by the pond. All of the bulls in the bullpen were up by the road, and only Chucky Poo was right there looking at me. And I'm like, this is going to be a great time to move Chuck, because no one's going to be here to harass us. Yeah. So it was the easiest transition ever. And we'll do the same thing with the donkeys. If we ever catch the donkeys up and about, where we can close the goats off, close the pigs off, and the timing is right as far as the weather, it's not, maybe it's overcast or something, then we'll make that happen. But
that quote that's like, something about when her feet hit the floor, like, oh my gosh, be the woman that when your feet hits the floor that they say, oh shoot, or whatever. Do you know about that?
No.
Hold on a second, because that's what I feel like that when Donkey Dan sees Rita again, his sentiment.
You mean Daryl?
No.
Donkey Dan? I don't know. So I think that Roman is going to always be protective of Rita and never going to let anyone get close to her. And I think that Daryl is completely content with the girls. I feel like Donkey Dan is the one who kind of lost out when we moved Dinky here. You don't agree? Go ahead.
Be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the floor each morning, the devil says, oh crap, she's up. I feel like that when Dan sees Rita again, he's gonna be like, oh crap, she's back.
She's back.
No, they have a great little thing going on, and they're very, they're content. But I also know that when we had them over with the horses, they were absolutely content as well. And Donkey Dan loved Prim.
So remember that Rita got along great with the donkeys.
Yeah.
Gemma will be the firecracker.
That's what I was getting
Gemma
at.
will be the one that's going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Because Rita's like, hey guys,
I already know y'all. Yeah. We're cool. I'm in charge.
Gemma's going to be like, well,
hello friends. Yeah. The little people. The little people are here. Yeah. Little people. She's going to have so much fun with the little people.
Yeah.
Especially Dinky Daryl.
Like, hello, puppet. Like, yes.
Oh,
that's exactly how it's going to be. It's going to be something, but it'll be adventurous for them. It'll be explorative. I can't even talk about today. It'll be a mental stimulation for them as well. And have the good grass that's going on out there will be wonderful. And again, if it doesn't work, guess what? They can always come back.
See, I think a little bit differently. I kind of feel like, I'm going to go ahead and just say this. I feel like if the donkeys ever move, if the big birds ever move, they'll never be back. They will be moved. I'll say that
about the birds, yes. But
that is so mean.
But in the donkey world, like seriously, if it's not working out, they can come back.
But they're going to kill my trees. And what good is this property if all of the trees are dead and falling down around us?
Listen.
So
all I'm saying is if it doesn't work out, there's a place here.
Yeah.
Not for ostriches. I'm kidding. No, ostriches are really challenging to move. That's not a joke. It is.
Hold on. Here's the thing. If you remember, whenever the babies were born, Carl was the sweetest fella. He was so sweet. We picked up them babies all the time to let the guy do the DNA testing, the gender testing, all the things that he did. And I would walk in there with a fish net and just grab me an ostrich, put it in my arms. And Carl's like, he was fine.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is when those babies are old enough to be old enough, I will take them and put them in the back seat of the truck.
Yeah.
And they'll be in the back seat. They'll be fine. I'll put the seat up so that they can have full range of the back seat of the farm truck. And then I'll just put Carl by himself in the trailer. I'll take Carl and the babies over and let them out into the bullpen. And Carl will help the babies because they're going to be with Carl anyway. Carl's like the protector, the nurturer, the naturer. Carl does all of those things.
Yeah.
Then I'll come back and grab
girls.
the two ladies, and they'll be very easy.
Yeah.
And so we'll make that will not be as scary as what you guys think. I will need a helper to put the blanket over Carl's head. What I will do is I will feed Carl, and while Carl's over there eating, grab my neck like I'm not here.
And you put a pillowcase over his head.
Carl, hey, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? And then I'll have Jamie put a pillowcase over his head so he can't see. And that's how you move an ostrich, guys. That's how you do it. I've done it more than once. And then I will have Jamie hold his head while I walk inside. He's not going to resist. When it goes dark, he'll just stop. He'll freeze. And then I'll simply grab him by the neck, and Jamie will push him, his little hiney, and I'll get in front, and with his neck held low where he can't kick forward, we'll just walk him right to the trailer, and he'll walk right up inside of it. And then he'll be fine. Right? We hope.
That's my hope face.
Yeah, we can hope, can't we? We can hope.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been on here for over an hour, guys. We got to let you guys go. We're going to find ourselves something to do for Jamie's birthday today or tomorrow or both. Who knows? We also got chores to do at the JL Ranch. So we got our work cut out for us. But thank you all for watching.
Thanks for giving us the greatest gift of all, which is your time. We hope that you find something to do today that fulfills you or brings you peace, because that's what it's all about. And like Lester said, thanks for watching this morning. If we go somewhere, we'll probably bring you along.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll see us again, I promise. Thank you, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Oh.
Under a hot Texas sun and pastures of green, there's a crew of critters just like you and me. We've all got scars, but we found our place. A little love and mud and a whole lot of grace. We show the good, the bad, and the ugly too. The highs, the lows, it's all part of the view. So laugh, love, and maybe cry sometimes with a gang of misfits who always shine. So come on in, kick off your shoes. Oh, God! It's more than a ranch, it's a family crew. And these rescues, they might just rescue you. Welcome to I'm a Survivor. You'll see what second chances are meant to be. We're all survivors of something, it's true. And there's room in this family for all of you. We're all survivors of something, you see. So pull up a seat with our rescue family.